Okay, well, I said I was gonna be back, and I am back now. Um, I hope you guys who are on my live stream earlier for people to join. Man, my hair is bugging me. Uh, sometimes my hair has gotten so long that it's gotten really heavy, and I don't want to cut my hair because I really like it long. But I'll have it down and then put it up in a ponytail, and it was comfortable for a while, and then it gets uncomfortable. Then I put it in a bun and it's comfortable for a little while. Then I feel like I want to take it down. I guess I'm gonna leave it in the bun. But I may take it down later. Okay. So the live stream I did earlier. Crikey. Okay. And sometimes what I have to end up having to do is see, look at it looks like a lion's mane or something. Sometimes what I have to do is take it down and then redo it, because it gets uncomfortable. But yeah, I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, why don't you just get a trim or get it cut? And I was like, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe I should get layers so it's still the same length, but it's a little bit lighter. But IDK. Anyway, so in the live that I was doing earlier, ended up talking about minerals because I was reading the Bible from Revelation 21. But in Revelation 21, it talks about the minerals that are wait, what? Oh, there it is. The minerals in heaven, and it talks about jasper, gold, which is a mineral, pure gold. The city is made of pure gold. The foundations of the city walls were decorated with every kind of precious stone. It says every kind. It says every kind, but it only mentions 12 minerals in here. I wonder if, or actually it mentions, see, I'm such a nerd. I'm like, it mentions 12 specific ones. It says every kind. I'm wondering if actually it mentions only 12, but it actually has all of the minerals, and that would make sense to me if it had all the minerals. And John was writing it down. He, God probably, I wonder if John actually knew what they were, or he was just what he thought they were, based off of, because they knew about minerals in the Bible. They didn't know they were minerals. They just called them precious stones or precious gemstones. I think they didn't realize that there's a difference between rocks and minerals until later, when scientists actually learned all this stuff, mineralogy. But I just wonder about that. But anyway, so the minerals mentioned are jasper, Oh wait, after the gold. Let me just read. The angel who talked with me had a measuring rod of gold to measure the city, its gates and its walls. The city was laid out like a square, as long as it was wide. He measured the city with the rod and found it to be 12,000 stadia in length, or about 200 feet, or about 65 meters. Oh wait, no. That is about 1,400 miles, or 2,200 kilometers. Okay. And the angel measured the walls using human measurement, and it was 144 cubits thick. And then that, it says in the footnotes, that is about 200 feet. Okay, so the wall, yeah, the city was 1,400 miles big. Big. My fancy vocabulary. Hello, I wonder who is there. I'm hoping for the people who joined earlier to come back, but they may be busy or something. Anyway, this whole thing will be posted later, so if you can't join, or can only watch part of it, it'll be posted later. And it was 200 feet thick. Wow. The wall, that's a really thick wall. And the wall was made of jasper, the city of pure gold. It's just amazing. The entire city is made of gold. Like, wow. Oh, kitties, what are you doing? The kitties are fighting. Play fighting, but boys, chill out. Anyway, the foundation of the city walls were decorated with every kind of precious stone. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third agate, the fourth emerald, the fifth onyx, the sixth ruby, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th turquoise, the 11th jacinth, and the 12th amethyst. So, what I was doing, I was looking at, like, in this book, like, the actual, minerals, what the minerals are, because some of these, so it's kind of funny, it says beryl, but beryl is the mineral name of emerald, so emerald and beryl are the same thing. And then actually sapphire and ruby are the same thing. The mineral name for that is corundum. So we shall take a look at some of those. Oh, and then amethyst, which I don't know. I don't have a ton of minerals, and obviously ruby and sapphire are more precious. Amethyst is the purple variety of quartz, which I have a little amethyst, Yes, I am back, and I'm glad that you joined. I've been on here, I am back, and like I was talking about the minerals, but I'm gonna show you guys some of the minerals that I have in my collection. So a lot of times amethyst can be found, amethyst will form in like clusters like this, in like geodes. So I've seen before these really big, so like picture this, but like as tall, about as tall as like this TV stand. and about like that wide, maybe. But at my college, in the at my college in the auditorium of the geology building, or the where they did geology, there was like this whole collection of minerals, and I'm so happy because when that collection of minerals was sent to them, I was able to help um, uh, display, like arrange them and display them behind this glass. And I was so excited. Me and two of the other mineralogy students were given the privilege of arranging them, and I was so happy to be a part of that. But so in on display like was this big amethyst geode, so like this, but like way bigger. Absolutely amazing. And so of course amethyst crystals always form like this. These little hexagonal, trigonal is what it is. Did I change my mind? What do you mean about filming? No, I had to go because I had to make videos for work. So I was able to get those done, and now I'm back doing, yeah, because I have like a job making videos and I have to do whatever they tell me to do, like 4 days a week. And then I also have my own channel and my own stuff that I like to do, just whatever I feels like. And today I feel like doing this. But anyway, yeah. So that, believe it or not, what I just showed you is the same as this. So this is regular quartz. And actually, like those students that I was talking about, one of them actually gave this to me. He had found like a bunch of quartz. Just like one day in class, he was like, "Here, want some quartz?" And I was like, "Oh, yes, please." But it's just kind of funny. He had like, he was always going out and like finding stuff, but he had like this box. He just gave it to me, I think because he knew that I liked minerals a lot. Everyone in the class, they knew that I really loved minerals. But anyway, this is not like to me it's special, but he probably gave it to me because it's not very gemmy, as they say. Like a gemmy mineral means one that could be cut into like a necklace or jewelry, or one that is just really beautiful, like formed really well and on display. I mean, they all form well, but like what happened to this one, like at some point like it broke off of a bigger piece of quartz. So it didn't form like this. This is not how quartz forms. It would have formed, you know, like these little, like this, like these little hexagons. It probably formed in a big like geode like this, as part of a larger crystal, and then like broke off at some point. But anyway, and like I have a little, you can barely, oh, it's fuzzy. You can barely see, but here's a white quartz geode. This was actually, this was a little keychain, but I like broke it off the keychain and like put it in my mineral collection. A keychain from a museum gift store, I think. But you can kind of see Tiny little geode. I actually have some better geodes. Let me see. I guess I can get up and show you guys. So I have more minerals over here. Now this I actually bought at like a store. And I'm actually not sure if this is quartz, so I think it's a different kind. I think it's Celestine, actually. This, it looks like a potato, but on the inside, so yeah, these are not rocks. Well, so this is rock. These are minerals that form in the rock. So there's a difference between rocks and minerals. This, I'm pretty sure this is quartz, like a quartz geode, piece of it anyway. A friend of mine was, oh yeah, and you can see sort of how he found this in a creek in Florida. He was just, he really liked looking for like arrowheads and things like that, but he knew that I liked minerals, so he found this and he gave it to me. And this is part of the thing. So like if you were to find it, you know, in nature, you know, there are a lot of rocks and like they form, it's rock on the outside and you don't see the inside until you crack it. I actually have a couple geodes that are uncracked. And I tried to crack them one time, but I wasn't able to. Like it actually takes a lot of strength to crack them. I really need like a hammer or something. Oh, your first time seeing them? That's pretty cool. Yeah, but so isn't that fun how like it's rock on the outside but then minerals on the inside? So that's quartz doesn't always form geodes, but it often does. This may or may not be quartz, just because, and like I'm pretty sure it is, but it also looks like something else too. It's hard to tell because the crystals are so small. But anyway, yeah. And then this is another geode, which I also got at the store. But I think this is a mixture. Yeah, there's definitely some quartz in there, and like different minerals can form together. Definitely some quartz in there. I think this is quartz and calcite. I think, but it could be something else. Yeah. I'll just show you guys since I'm up here. This is another one. I found this at the thrift store actually. I was so psyched because look at that. Literally got this for $1. I'm not even kidding you guys. This probably was originally sold for like hundreds of dollars. I mean, this, like IDK who gave it to the thrift store, but like, bless them because, and they probably were just like, it's not that valuable. But then I found out, I was like, you're kidding me. I mean, literally like $1 for this. It's insane. But so we have, this looks like granite. Granite to me. So the matrix. Matrix is what we call it when, matrix is the rock that the mineral grows on. So the matrix of this is granite, I think, but it might not be granite. Some type of metamorphic rock. But even like back here, there are like with all kinds of mineral inclusions. Inclusions within the rock are like little pockets of minerals that form. So this was probably part of a much bigger, this was probably part of a much bigger rock that was filled with these little pockets of mineral inclusions. And I want to say this is calcite. Yeah. Crazy how some people are like, oh, $1. I'm like, I was blown away. This is orange. This is quartz. Orange quartz. I forgot what the name specifically is, but you can see how it's sort of white on the bottom. Someone told me it looks like a coffee cake. I had this in another video. I'm like, it kind of does look like a coffee cake. You just want to go, but don't, because it's very hard. Quartz has a hardness of 6, which is, fun fact, human teeth have a hardness of 4, I think, because they're made of apatite. Apatite has there's a hardness scale of minerals, like it goes from 1, which is the softest, to 10, which is the hardest. 1 is talc. It's so soft, it's like a powder. 10 is a diamond. Diamond is the hardest mineral. It's so sharp. It's like extremely, extremely sharp and hard. And only diamond can only be cut by other diamonds. But basically, whatever, like a rock, I mean, a mineral that is high on the scale, whatever is below it, it can cut, but it can't cut anything above it. Like talc can't, it's basically powder. Like it forms as a rock, but you can smash it with your finger. Hardness of 4 is like human, not a fingernail, I think so. And apatite, no, our teeth have a hardness of 5 actually, I think. Yeah, but do not attempt to bite quartz with your teeth. Do not attempt to bite any mineral with your teeth, actually. The only one, you can lick halite. Halite is salty. That was something they had us do in mineralogy with halite, is like actually taste it. If you taste it and it's salty, it means it's halite, because halite is the mineral name for table salt. Well, not table salt. Table salt is sodium chloride, so it's lab created. Actually, no. Table salt, yes. Halite is sodium chloride. But table salt is usually created in a lab though, but natural halite, if you know like Himalayan salt, like pink salt, that's halite. This is another calcite. This is really cool because you can see like rainbows in it. It's kind of like a prism. This is called Icelandic spar. That's the variety of the calcite. But yeah, this, and if this is calcite, which it could be something else. It could be aragonite. I don't know. So I'm not gonna say it's the same mineral, but if it is calcite, this and this is the same. It's just in different formations. Okay, that's pretty much it for what I have up here. Also have this that I got also at the store. This is selenite, I think. In selenite form, it's a small selenite tower, and selenite forms in these big towers like this. It's pretty cool. It's not my favorite, but I got it because it was at the store. I found these three at the store, and I was like, wow, I need to buy them. Because I love to collect minerals. But anyway, my favorite way to collect minerals is like, I guess, in the wild, preferably, but it's really hard to find them in the wild. Like, I mean, I'm honestly surprised that this guy found this, like, just in the river. Like, I'm like, I want to go to that river, but it's in Florida. I live in Alabama. That'd be so cool. And I think a lot of times, like, geodes like this are uncracked, so, you know. Oh, thank you. Okay. Anyway. Let's see. So back to these minerals that I have here. Oh, here we go. Here's an example of my favorite one, which is aquamarine. Aquamarine is the same as emerald. Now, emerald was mentioned in the Bible. Emerald, you guys know what emerald looks like. It's bright green. This is the same mineral as emerald, except it's blue. The mineral beryl, I even have it bookmarked in here because I love it so much. It can form, we'll just read and see what it says about beryl. Beryl. Not this, it does look similar. This is tourmaline. Tourmaline looks a lot like beryl, but this one, this is beryl. This is not an oh, and this right here is this, aquamarine. Yeah, so this is my all-time favorite mineral. Just, I love it. I love the color, and I love that translucent, I guess you would say. Translucent. It's not transparent. Like, so there's opaque, translucent, and transparent. Transparent, you can see totally through it, like glass. Translucent, it's like you can see somewhat through it, but you can't see all the way. And then opaque is like you can't see through it. Like milky quartz, you can't see through it. There's a picture of that. Anyway, beryl. This mineral occurs as prismatic crystals, which are sometimes terminated with small pyramids. The crystals are often striated parallel to their length and may be of vast size. So see, like these are tiny, but listen to this. Specimens up to 18 feet, 5.5 meters long have been recorded. So imagine this, 18 feet long. Isn't that nuts? That's like, wow. I want to see those someday, and I know that I probably won't see them until I get to heaven or until Jesus comes back and makes the new heaven and new earth that we were reading about in Revelation, and God dwells with us, and But that is one thing, one of many, many things, of course, most importantly, being in God's presence forever and all eternity is the main thing I'm looking forward to. But one of the things I'm looking forward to is getting to talk with the Lord about minerals and to see them, like see some really amazing minerals. I want to see those in person. Probably won't see them until then, though. But until then, little version. Anyway, it also forms in massive, compact, and columnar habits. That's just describing the different ways that it forms, the habit. The color varies greatly and gives rise to named varieties, right? So we got emerald, aquamarine, and moraganite. We got helidor, which is the yellow one. So it may be colorless, white, green, emerald, yellow, helidor, pink, morganite, red, I guess that doesn't have a name, and blue, aquamarine. The streak is white. So streak is, even though it's blue, streak would be if you drew this along a piece of porcelain, it would leave a white streak. Streak is what mineral, the color a mineral leaves behind when rubbed on a piece of porcelain. And streak is pretty much, it can be the same as the color of the mineral, but streak is always the same no matter what the color of the mineral. Color varies a lot. They're identifying factors for minerals. But yeah, streak is one of them. And streak never changes. All right, I'm going to read, I mean, I already know this stuff, but a lot of you guys probably don't know the difference between rocks and minerals. Sorry, Snowy. Snowy was sitting right here and he got scared by the loud noise. Yeah, it is a beautiful color. That's my favorite color. I'm gonna read this page, which is explaining, it says mineral or rock, which explains, I do have a mineral, I was gonna say mineral, a video where I play my character, Dr. Amethyst, and she explains what is a mineral. If you want like a fun, like a character, she's a mineralogist character that I made up, and I have 3 videos. I want to make more with her, but I wasn't sure because I got to the point where making videos about mineralogy, like I really couldn't do it anymore, and like because I talked about all the stuff that is easily teachable about mineralogy, and then from there, mineralogy, like this was a book I used in college. But anyway, so, well, the book I used, quote unquote, I actually really didn't read the book that much because everything was like based off of like all the tests and things. I mean, I went to class, I took tons of notes, and based off of the professor's lectures, and then whatever he said was, you know, the study guide focused on that. But since, you know, now not being in college, I've actually started, like, opened up my textbooks that I bought. It's not role play, it's acting. So I don't like that term, role play. It's acting. It's me playing characters, just like, you know, a person plays a character in a movie or something like that. So I'd prefer if you didn't call it that. That bothers me. Anywho, mineral or rock? Rocks are aggregates of minerals. Aggregate means collections of. So usually several, but sometimes only one or two. Similarly, minerals are either free, uncombined native elements or elemental compounds. Gold, silver, and copper are metallic native elements. Feldspars, pyroxenes, amphiboles, and micas are rock-forming silicates, compounds in which metallic elements combine with linked silicon-oxygen tetrahedra. So, it's okay. You're good. I know you didn't know that. It's okay. So aggregates of minerals. That means that a rock is made up of minerals, and the reason why, it looks different than the shiny mineral, it's kind of like formed together within the earth. And if you look closely at rocks, you can see the different minerals in it. Like we studied that in igneous and metamorphic petrology. That was another class I took, which petrology is the study of rocks. There are 3 types of rocks: igneous, metamorphic, sedimentary. I did not take sedimentary petrology because I ended up switching my major before that. But which, in retrospect, I kind of wish I had taken it, even though it was like more boring. And the geologist, we nicknamed it Sad Pet because we all knew how boring it was going to be, because compared to igneous and metamorphic rocks, sedimentary rocks are kind of boring. Sad Pet. Anyway, but like I said, I ended up switching my major. I switched to theater after that. I don't know. I low-key wish that I had stayed in the geology department and just finished out my degree. But there are multiple reasons why I switched, and it's okay. God works all things for good. I learned a lot, and whatever I didn't learn, I can learn now, so I'm excited. It's really fun to dive back into what I learned and learning new things, and things that I wouldn't have necessarily learned in college, because you're so focused on what's required for the course, versus now I can learn whatever I want to, whenever I want to, and make videos about it sometimes, or just, know it for myself. But I like to make videos about it. Yeah, I certainly can. I mean, I'm planning this one Dr. Amethyst video. At first I wasn't sure because I kind of wanted her to just be a mineralogist, but then I was like, well, I'm gonna make some videos about geology too. So the one that I'm planning is a video about earthquakes. And every day, like a while back, I made this short where I said Dr. Amethyst is returning to her classroom because I was inspired to dress up like her. And I almost wanted to film it then because I have the notes and everything ready, but I just wasn't up for it that day. And it's been a little while since then. I have to be in a specific mood to play her. For some reason, I get anxious playing her. I don't know why. I get sort of anxious sometimes when I have a video that I have, rehearsed and or have notes for or a script for, which makes sense because it's similar to doing a play that you rehearse and you have the lines memorized and stuff like that. versus my improv videos. You're my number one fan. Okay. I'm sure I have a lot of number one fans. Thank you. That's sweet. Anyway, yeah, I get more nervous doing those than like my improv. A lot of the videos I do, like Avril and Becky, they're usually just like, I just have an idea and I do it. But I do also have a lot of videos that I plan, and Dr. Amethyst is one of them. But and I go through phases of what am I interested in, which character am I enjoying playing the most. Lately, I haven't been in a specific character mood. Last character I was really in the mood for was Avril, I think. And then I've been in the mood of Vanessa Rose, which is the first character I ever came up with, and I've been releasing videos that I actually filmed like 5 years ago. I never posted because I wasn't ready to. And then also like playing her kind of in some shorts. Now, the thing with her, those videos are all silent. A big reason for that, it's meant to be, I mean, there's like a meaning. I have like a meaning behind it, but like it's kind of meant it's on purpose. Like it's meant to be kind of more mysterious and like left, up to interpretation by the viewer, if that makes sense. It can mean something different to everyone who watches it. Anyway, but I still have a third part to upload. I might go ahead and upload that one today. And then I filmed another Vanessa Rose video the other day that I may upload after that. And then some shorts. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this live now, but it's gonna be uploaded. So thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and watch it later. Okay, bye.